Motion Ballers, welcome to the first ever virtual Motion Ball Marathon of Sport. I'm Tessa Virtue, and I'll be your host for this hour-long, fun-filled event. For those of you who are new to Motion Ball, welcome aboard. This is an amazing charity run by a dedicated group of volunteers. I want to take a moment, in fact, to thank the founders, the board, and all of the event directors across the country who work tirelessly for this cause year after year, and who don't get paid a cent for their incredible work. What you are doing is so important, and we are so grateful. Every year, motion ballers across Canada participate in the Motion Ball Marathon of Sport to raise money for Special Olympics athletes. Since this year is a little different, so is our event, and I couldn't be more excited to be here with you today. Our fundraising goal this year is $1 million, and we're off to a good start, but we still need your help. You can make a donation anytime using the methods displayed on the screen below. Visit motionball.com, text, or even donate air miles. An incredible lineup of celebrities, athletes, and friends will be leading us in some fun exercises and activities. So make sure you have enough space to get active and have some fun. Our lineup includes superstars like Ashley Collingbull, Riley Minibears, Natalie Spooner and Morgan Riley, Aaron Brown, John Montgomery and his entire family, Patrick Anderson, Penny Alexiak, Jackie Barrett, and Mark and Craig McMorris. If you're registered as part of a team, don't forget to connect with your teammates and Special Olympics athlete during the event. And remember to post your progress on social channels using the hashtags Marathon of Sport and Motion Ball. You can also tag us at Motion Ball for Instagram and Twitter. Before we get started, I'm thrilled to introduce the founders of Motion Ball and the Marathon of Sport, Paul, Mark, and Sean Etherington.
I wanted to take this opportunity to first and foremost thank our host Tessa Virtue for her incredible support of both Motion Ball and Special Olympics. Please know just how much your involvement means to the 50,000 Special Olympic athletes in Canada who we are supporting today.
Thanks, Sean. Okay, Motion Ballers, before we get started, let's get warmed up for today's activities. How about we get the heart rate up just a little bit? Okay, let's start with our head and work to our feet. So, neck rolls, both directions. And get our arms going too. Want to be nice and loose. Okay, we're gonna need our hips. So let's do some circles, both directions. Maybe stretch the quads. Test our balance. Feeling good. Nice to get the blood flowing. And we'll end with some ankle circles. There we go. Please help me welcome a Canadian activist for First Nations rights and environmental causes who, as it happens, is a professional dancer and Miss Universe 2015. Motion baller, Ashley Collingbull.
Girl, I can feel your body rock. It's beauty and a beat. Who can make my life complete? It makes you move. Baby, do it like you do.
Thanks, Riley. We'll check in on you later to see how you're doing. Up next is hockey practice, featuring Natalie Spooner from Canada's national women's hockey team and Morgan Riley of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Everyone remembers our next motion baller from his gold medal win in skeleton, and maybe even more so from his celebratory victory lap in Whistler Village following the event. Please welcome host of the Amazing Race Canada, John Montgomery. Together with his wife, Darla Deschamps, and their kids, Jackson and Lennon, they're going to share how they stay fit as a family while stuck at home. Special Olympics provides life-changing sport programs, a sense of community, and emotional stability for 50,000 Canadians with intellectual disabilities. We need your help to ensure that no athlete is left behind. Donate now. Visit motionball.com, text, or even donate air miles. over 900,000 Canadians living with an intellectual disability, the use of the R word evokes feelings of being bullied, endless days of being demeaned, and countless times being told that they are outsiders, not worthy of respect. Even if the use of the R word isn't directed at someone with an intellectual disability, its prevalent, casual use in our society is hurtful, disrespectful, and outdated. Since January 2020, the R word has already been tweeted over 2.5 million times. You can help the campaign to end the use of the R word by making a 15-second video, pledging to eliminate the R word from your vocabulary. It's called the No Good Way Pledge. Here's how it works. Press record on your device, write the R word on a piece of paper, rip up the paper to signify your pledge to end the use of the word, and encourage your followers to visit motionball.com/nogoodway to do the same. With your help, we can educate and inspire Canadians to eliminate the use of this harmful word from their vocabulary. Go do it right now.
I'm Morgan Riley, and I believe that there's no good way to use the R word.
There is no good way to say this word.
There's no good way to say this word.
And I believe there's no good way to use the R word.
You may not think it's a big deal, but now more than ever, words matter.
This word is hurtful and disrespectful.
There's no good way
To use this word.
You may think you're not doing any harm, but to me and my friends at Special Olympics,
I believe it's hurtful and disrespectful to speak to anyone like that.
It's simple. Don't use it.
Pledge it, write it, rip it.
Words are powerful, so use your voice to spread positivity and inclusion. Take the pledge at
/no good way.
Let's get back to the action with Canadian sprinter Aaron Brown. Aaron is best known for winning bronze for Canada in the 4x100 meter relay at the Beijing Olympics. Recently, Aaron has earned the title of fastest Canadian by winning the 100 meter at Canada's National Championships. Blink and you'll miss Aaron Brown. Patrick Anderson is a member of Canada's wheelchair basketball team and is widely considered to be the best in the world at his craft. Already the winner of 3 Paralympic gold medals, Patrick has set his sights on getting back on top of the podium with his teammates at the next Paralympic Games. Our next motion baller exploded into the spotlight by becoming the first Canadian to win 4 medals in the same Summer Games. Penny Alexiak is Canada's youngest Olympic champion, and she's going to be swimming her way to gold for years to come. Time to really get things cooking as Penny shows you her secret workout recipe from the comfort of her very own kitchen. It's my turn for some motion ball trivia. Who was the first ever Special Olympics athlete to be inducted into the Canadian Sports Hall of Fame? His name is Jackie Barrett, and he's here with us today. Jackie Barrett is one of the most decorated Special Olympics athletes in the world. Jackie started out as a swimmer and became a powerlifter when his coach recognized his dedication and potential in weightlifting. He competed for 28 years, 20 as a powerlifter, captured an astounding 32 gold medals in his Special Olympics career, all while earning a Bachelor of Commerce degree from St. Mary's University in Halifax. Jackie holds world records in the squat, the deadlift, and the triple combination. He was named Special Olympics Canada Male Athlete of the Year in 2000 and 2015. Also in 2015, he received the Dr. Frank Hayden Athlete Lifetime Achievement Award from Special Olympics Canada and became the first Special Olympics athlete to be nominated for the Lou Marsh Award as Canada's top athlete. Please welcome the first Special Olympics athlete to be inducted into the Nova Scotia Sport Hall of Fame, and soon to be, next spring, the first Special Olympics athlete to be inducted into Canada's Sports Hall of Fame. The Halifax Hercules, the Newfoundland Moose, the one and only Jackie Barrett. Hey, Jackie.
Good afternoon, Tessa.
I wondered, how did you get started in powerlifting?
At the 1994 Special Olympics Canada Summer Games in Halifax, I remember 2 of my swim coaches, Dave Johnmore and Leanne Johnmore Bay, took me to watch a powerlifting event during the National Games in Halifax. And I was amazed at how much weight some of the lifters were lifting. Then a day later, when I was in the swimming competition, I remember one swimmer said to me, "If you're so strong, Jackie, why don't you take up powerlifting?"
And you did.
And I did. Then 6 months later is when I started my new Special Olympics career as a power lifter, and haven't looked back since.
Your list of accomplishments is both long and incredibly impressive. I just wonder, what are you most proud of?
The one accomplishment that I was most proud of was at the 2012 Newfoundland Labrador Provincial Powerlifting Championships in St. John's, when I became the first Special Olympian to deadlift at least 300 kilograms or 661 pounds. But then came the 2015 Special Olympics World Summer Games in Los Angeles, when it didn't just set one record, didn't just set two records, but actually three Special Olympics World Games records in the squat, the deadlift, and triple combination, respectively.
3, count them up, folks. It's amazing. Just so impressive, Jackie. You know, you talk about 2015, and I think that was probably your most famous accomplishment. And I wonder, what are you thinking when you're there at the LA Convention Center, you're stepping up to lift 611 pounds? Is that right?
It's 11 pounds.
Are you conscious and worried at all about that world record?
I wasn't worried about getting the world record at all. I was actually really nervous and excited at the same time, when there was like over 500 people at Los Angeles Convention Center, with many more waiting in the lines just to see the big 611-pound squat. I tuned out the distractions, just focus on the big task in hand, and when I squat the weight and got the 3 white lights, what a big relief that I finally accomplished something big in Los Angeles. And I definitely said to myself that day, 600 pounds truly is 600 pounds.
600 pounds. I can't even imagine. But what a lesson in, you know, having that laser focus and, you know, relying on your resilience, your determination. I mean, clearly you were prepared for that moment, but that takes a really special person to capitalize and to really shine when the pressure's on.
Oh, it really does, Tessa. When preparing for the Special Olympics World Summer Games Los Angeles, I was training between 2 to 3 hours a day, 3 or 4 times a week, and it was just the physical training I had to do in preparation going to Los Angeles. I had to do mental training as well as again some counseling, because at the time I was training for Special Olympics World Games. My late mom, Jeannie Barrett, who passed away after an 18-month battle with cancer. So it was a big challenge for me to try to perform at a top level 10 months right after my late mom and one of the quarterbacks of my life passed away.
That's so tough, but you know, she would have been and would be so proud. You know, I can't help but wonder what kind of advice you might give to young Special Olympics athletes looking up to you, wanting to follow in your footsteps. What would you tell them?
My advice for anyone who wants to pursue any sport in Special Olympics is that you got to believe yourself and listen to your coaches, listen to your volunteers, and to be a successful athlete, you got to have determination, you got to have desire, and you got to have discipline, commitment, and belief in yourself.
The Canada Sports Hall of Fame, we have to talk about that. How did you find out about it, and what does that make you feel?
I got a phone call from a representative of Canada Sports Hall of Fame telling me he got some good news. You're going to be inducted in Canada Sports Hall of Fame, and that was a big moment for me, because here I am going from a 4-year-old boy who was on the brink of being put in an institution to the rest of my life to being a National Hall of Famer. And what a big achievement to be called to the Hall, along with some great athletes and builders and other legends like Steve Nash, Eric Lamaze, Laurie Kane, Sonia Gadet, Diane Jones-Kolohovsky, some of the greatest athletes in Canadian history, and those who are going to be inducted are legends themselves. This is a big moment, not just for me, but also the 50,000 true heroes across Canada who are the Special Olympians themselves.
We're just so proud to have you leading the charge and blazing so many trails for the next generation. We're so grateful. Thank you for taking the time today, Jackie. I really appreciate it.
It was a pleasure speaking with you, Tessa, and what a pleasure to be part of Motion Ball's marathon sport.
Okay. Okay, motion ballers, are you ready for our final competition? You might need a little extra space for this one because these Olympic snowboarding brothers are going to see, once and for all, who has better balance. Please welcome Craig and Mark McMorris. Well, that about does it for the first ever virtual motion ball marathon of sport. Thanks to the Etherington brothers for giving me the opportunity to show my support for Special Olympics athletes and for trusting me to host this landmark event. To all of the amazing Special Olympics athletes watching and participating today, stay strong, stay active, and we can't wait to see you back in action soon. Finally, thank you. Your support helps enrich lives, open hearts and minds, and create inclusive communities across the country. Thank you for making a difference. Now, as we call on all of our friends nationwide to celebrate, let's remember, these are difficult times for everyone. So let's be kind to one another and take time to help those who need it most. Enough talk. Let's dance.
Young money. Show you off. We gonna party like it's 30. It's about you. When the music makes you.
Thank you on my income. World tours, it's mine. 10 little letters in it. I gotta keep an eye out for Selena. You be in the